Yep, these 50 years have finally caught up to me. But let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First, let me say before we get into it, this video may seem a little bit random, but it was something that definitely had to happen. It's really unscripted, but I really wanted to get this video out to you guys, not just to share information with you, but for the purposes of accountability for myself. I think the last video the actual full length video, I've been posting shorts, but the last video that I posted was something about turning 50. I turned 50 in April of this year. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I turned 50, everything seemed great. I'm not even quite sure what has happened since then, but things are different with me. Last year, last December actually, I think I shared that I had started back with a full-time job. And the reason I did that was because I got a really amazing opportunity in the IT space that I just couldn't pass up. And so for what that meant for me is everything as a dad, everything as a husband was going to shift after 10 years. And so I was really blessed to be in a position to get this job. But all of my patterns had changed. And going over the summertime, it finally started to catch up. And here's what I mean. There's been a lot of change. My daughter was in competitive gymnastics for 5 years at the USAG level, which her schedule was ridiculous. Practice 5 days a week, 4 hours each time. So that's 20 hours right there. And so because she had such a rigorous schedule, we had a rigorous schedule. Because we had to get her to and from practice and then her competitions. Well, she retired from the sport in May of this year, right? So I already been at work for like 5 months. And so that already threw us into developing a new family rhythm, a new family schedule. And so what I started finding, I had lost a lot of weight. I'm 6'2". I was down to about 220 pounds. I was almost at 250, and I was feeling really great. Fast forward to this point in time, I've put back on probably about 15 pounds. I'm somewhere around 235, 238 at the time of this video, and it's really taking its toll. Like where I was before I lost the weight, I didn't feel like I feel now. And so it's put me in a situation where I really have to make time out. Now you add all of that up with now full-time job. I actually coach my son's high school soccer team, so they're in season now for the fall. You add all that up, and what I'm realizing is I hadn't really been taking time for myself. When my daughter was in gymnastics, we had probably one of the best workout facilities in the county, or best gyms in the county where she trained. So when she was at practice, it was really easy for me to get a workout in. So that's changed. Being at work full time, my eating habits have changed. And so I'm in a position now where I feel like, I don't want to say as a dad, I have to start over, but yeah, as a dad, I feel like I have to start everything over. I haven't been as consistent as I wanted to be on this channel. I apologize for that. And then that leads to another area where with me being at work, I still have my photography business, still working with amazing clients. That really hasn't been the problem. But figuring out how I want to release content, because with my time changing and my availability changing, it's really hard to post content to two separate platforms. So we have the fatherhood content and then we have the media content. So what I've been doing over the last couple of weeks is really figuring out how I could streamline everything to just be really here on this channel, guys. What I really want to focus on, just to share my journey, is, of course, the fatherhood stuff, my fitness journey, my health and wellness journey. And I do want to share some media content, but I think what we're going to do with that is tailor the media content to help dads as far as like their family. So like I have almost 30 years of experience as a photographer, as well as video, the whole nine. And I have a love for doing that and teaching that, but how can I streamline everything so that I'm more consistent, that I'm giving to this channel what I want to give to this channel. And the only way that I can see is to create content around media that's going to help dads and families, right? I think that will kind of scratch that itch as far as the media. Everything else kind of falls in line with content around fatherhood itself, health and wellness, just the everyday to day things that we do. I think I'm good with the rest of the content. So I've been trying to figure out how to streamline that. But the biggest thing for me, guys, the biggest wake up call has been how I've been feeling. And I really haven't talked to a lot of people about it. I haven't really shared with my wife about it. It's not really like, I think it's like an internal medicine type situation. But it's just like, hey, the joints feel different. Like I said, the 50 starting to settle in. And I think because my schedule isn't so hectic as it was before, then now I really have to be conscious and make adjustments for me personally. My son's getting older, so I want to make sure that I'm an example for him. My daughter, she's still carrying over the tendencies from gymnastics, so I'm actually taking her and working with her in the gym because she's transitioning to track too. So I said a lot, guys, but the biggest thing is I really want to get back to creating content, and I want the content to be relative. I'm tired of chasing all the other platforms that's out there, and I really want to build here on YouTube. I'll still use those other platforms, but the engagement here, talking to new dads that have been engaging with the content here, has just been something that I really haven't been able to get anywhere else on any of the other platforms. So again, I don't want this channel to be scattered. I really didn't want this video to be scattered, but I wanted to kind of just share everything with you guys and let you guys know that more is coming. I just kind of had to clear my head, get in a good space to make it happen. I just didn't want to put anything out there. And my time is valuable. So, I know that this 300 Fathers platform is not just a passion, but it's a purpose for me. And so I got to figure out how to make all this work at the same time of being a husband, father, providing for the family, etc. So anyway, making this video as accountability. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, week. We're already in September. Hope you guys have had a great year so far. But if this type of content resonates with you, if you want to see more, if you have suggestions on what you want to see on this channel, especially from the fatherhood perspective, definitely let me know. And please don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.